o comissor? O comissor é ótimo. Beleza. Nice. Já tá no jogo, que delícia. Espero que esteja funcionando. Hello, hello, hello. Testando. 1, 2, 3, testando. A voz tá funcionando. Nice. Tururu, 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 tururururururu. Exato. Demorando a carregar. Eu acho que talvez tenha travado. Travou mesmo. Pera ainda. E aí, Vitória? Tudo bom? Nós que voa. Ai, ai. Se você na montanha russa, suave como... Errei. Agora vamos ver se tá certo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Tá funcionando.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Beleza que eu tentei coisar. Coisa é ótima.
Vamos ver que dá certo. Né, Mari?
Tô em live. Tá de boa. Não. Onde é que é? Não é aqui. Conte-me sobre esse jogo. Esse é um jogo de escolhas que dependendo da sua escolha, meu Deus, dependendo da sua escolha, você vai para determinado final. Aí você tem que saber. E eu não consigo mais fazer a parada. Na próxima eu faço. Qual que era a porta? Tô tentando fazer umas paradas que eu ainda não
Are you
fiz.
really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm starting feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Nossa senhora, tá batendo, né, ó. O primeiro é pequenininho, você abre todo na metade.
Aí eu vou tentar fazer um final pra tu ver.
Meu Deus do céu, velho.
Eu tô falando da comprimento, você tá falando inteiro. Acho que você tá me confundindo inteiro com 4
Aí vai cortando, né?
Entendeu? Pode ser? Então tá bom. Então me dá uma faca. Vamos dar essa faca pequenininha.
Corta aqui na bancada que é melhor.
Dá uma faca pequenininha aqui tem.
Gente, eu comi.
Nossa,
eu tô com fome. Ai, não mesmo. Pô, eu tô a semana inteira.
Faz live no sábado à noite, beleza? Vou tentar.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Não, vamos ver só no pão.
Gente, salsicha, eles vão comer sem ver.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an up. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Não tá funcionando.
Stepping out.
Pera, essa é a mesma porta. Ou não? É a mesma porta. Até essa tá. Gente. Essa também? Beleza, não tem nada de diferente aqui. Eu apenas me ferrei. Ou tem, né? Parece que tem. Essa porta eu nunca vi. Eu tô com medo. Eu tô saindo daqui. So baby, let's keep it secret. Cara, esse aqui realmente eu nunca vi. Ali, a gente tava ali. Era pra eu estar saindo. E aí, Camilão, tudo bom? Beijo pro Camilão. O Camilão é ótimo. Beijo pra Camilão. Camilão. É nós que voa. Tá dando eco, provavelmente. Não vou baixar isso aqui. É nóis. Tenho a menor ideia de onde eu tô indo. 59. Essa é a última? Por favor, seja a última, não aguento mais. Oh. Que agonia, eu vou vir de costa. Que isso? Gente, bugou. Fui notar. E aí, Mila, Sônia andando. Não é de terror, não. É só de escolhas. E aí, tipo, dependendo da escolha que você... Beleza, voltei no início. Dependendo da escolha que você faz, o jogo toma um rumo diferente. Entrou um gato aqui, mãe.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ah, mas que bonito!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Tinha dois gatos pretinhos no serviço, Marina.
É?
E um branco
Please,
e um olho amarelo.
don't really
E aí,
just
Carol?
do this
Mas
for
se
the
tivesse aqui,
achievement.
esse carinha um gato
Click a
tempo,
door
né?
5
Todo.
times. Is that
Tô aqui,
all
velho.
you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20
Tá bom.
I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Tinha gato
I
aonde?
have to say, I'm still not feeling the
Sônia anda.
satisfaction of
Hã?
witnessing true effort for a
Na
noble
cozinha?
cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
Onde tá o gato?
Na
Almost
copa.
certainly 50 clicks.
Não, tô contando o nariz no gato lá do
Ah, tá.
serviço, do...
Eu não li o diálogo. Eu não li o diálogo. Ok. Ok, vamos fazer o final que é bem fácil de fazer. Ah, não dá pra fazer mais. Ok. Vou fazer o original pra vocês verem.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yo!
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845.
Vou esperar ele ficar nervoso
But of
comigo.
course,
Ó,
Stanley couldn't
a mensagem
possibly
da
have
Toy foi
known this.
excluída. Aqui, eu não manjo por que ele faz isso não, mas de vez em quando ele exclui umas mensagens mesmo.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Let it
code.
go,
I
let
shut
it
up.
go.
Amazing.
Can't hold you
He
back
stepped into the
anymore.
newly opened passageway.
Meu signo é aquário. Falou, Carol. É nós que voa.
Palhaçada.
Bom trabalho. Vai apresentar de casa? Talvez seja mais fácil de apresentar, porque não tem gente olhando pra cá. Apesar de se for chamada, tem gente
It
olhando
was
assim.
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Qual a minha comida favorita? Estrogonofe. Adoro. O que você pensa dos arianos? Tô susto.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ô, Rafa, é você mesmo que tá perguntando isso?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in
Qual que é o seu
building,
signo, Rafa?
Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Gente, eu vou comer um marmitão hoje, mano. Adoro.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Hey ho, let's go.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
E aí,
His
man?
own life in someone else's control? Never. It was
Rafa Diário.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. controls labeled with emotions, happy
Eu
or
queria que
sad
tivesse
or
resolução
content,
desses botões, mas
walking, eating,
eu vi uns vídeos e
working,
não tem.
all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its...
Ah, eu fiz merda.
Stanley, you didn't just
Era
activate
pra
the
ser off.
controls, did you? After they
Ok.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and
Agora
you
vai
try
ser
to
o
take
final da
control of the
explosão, que
machine
eu
for yourself. Is
disse
that
que
what
é
you
o
wanted?
spoiler, que
Control?
nada funciona. Eu vou ficar aqui,
Stanley,
peraí, terminar
I
de falar.
applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go.
Meu
Turn
celular
the
não é bom o
controls off
bastante pra rodar Free
and
Fire,
leave.
não.
If you want to throw my story off track,
E
you're
meu
going to have
computador
to do
também não é
much
bom o
better than
suficiente
that.
pra rodar
I'm afraid you
emulador.
don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Sim, cara, eu tô
nuclear
tomando muita
detonators
água,
are set to
velho.
explode, eliminating the
O problema
entire
é que toda hora
complex.
eu tenho que ir no banheiro.
How long until detonation then? Let's say
Gostaria de jogar Minecraft.
2 minutes. Ah, now
Só
this
que eu
is
acho que
making
só vai
things a
rodar
little more
versões
fun, isn't it,
antigas.
Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Infelizmente, tudo que eu
You'd
clicava
like
dá
to know where your
incorreto.
co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
0521.
Other times, I let the office
Kevin.
sink into the ground, swallowing
Poxa.
everyone inside,
Socorro
or I
do
let it
Kevin.
burn to a crisp. I have to say this,
Não tem
though,
zero, que
this
burro.
version of events
Peraí.
has been rather amusing.
Também tem muito zero
Watching
ali,
you
não
try
vai
to
dar
make
também.
sense of everything
Caguei.
and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Free Fire,
I'm sure
meu
whatever I come
celular
up
não
with
roda
on
Free
the
Fire.
next go around
E não
will
vai dar
be
nem pra...
even better. My goodness,
Deixa eu
only 34
pensar, se
seconds
levar aquele
left.
mute.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to
Siga
put some
ignorando por quê?
extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
Ô, mano, o Streamlabs ele
Will
muta
this video game be
automaticamente.
beaten? One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's
Tchau, Rafa.
but I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No end of you, just
Vou
you.
assistir a explosão de camarote, peraí.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Morri.
Amanhã tinha nossos remédios, hoje eu vou dar não.
Tentar pular da janela de
Even
novo.
now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look
Cara,
like?
não dá pra pular
It
na
was a
janela
computer,
mais. Só dava
perhaps,
na
and a
primeira
painter.
vez e eu
Was it
quase
a painting
consegui.
or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Tentar fazer um outro, pera.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was
Boa
not
noite.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really?
Quase.
I was in the middle of
Okay.
something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Pink.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you
Também
to
não
be
vi o
happy
MV
all
da
this
You não. Eu
time?
vi
The
propaganda,
problem is all these
traduções, mas eu não
choices. The
assisti
two of us
o
always
MV
trying to
não.
get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Como é que faz? Hein? Joga as mãos para trás, bate você e vai. Hein? E
Oh,
faz
shit.
agora você. Carinha dela.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Isso daí tá na foto do mundo.
Here.
No celular?
Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay
Olha que
right
lindo.
here, right in this moment, with this place, Stanley,
Ah, eu
I
roubei do
think
meu
I
pai aqui
feel
temporariamente.
happy. I actually feel happy.
E aí, brother? Eu não tenho Left 4 Dead não, mas eu posso baixar.
Ali no celular.
Vai mexendo na agora?
No,
Meu
wait. Where are you going? Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Good, good. We can't be too safe.
celular?
Promise me you won't go back
Não
there.
sei.
Just
Tem meu celular, você pega?
Foi mal. Pode pegar, tá bom.
Nossa, folgado pra
Eu
caralho.
te amo, cara.
no. What do we talk
No,
about?
é
You're
foda.
risking everything we achieved here. You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you? Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
I believe I can fly.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room? There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, just have to stop moving. Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
No. No. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Nunca nem vi. Roubei mesmo, abraços. Aliás, o celular dele é melhor do que o meu, velho. Que inveja. O que tem na Netflix?
Is it over?
Agora sim.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Ah, sei, outro... É o Streamlabs, man. Pode ser anime também, eu fico de coke. Cara, não tenho a menor ideia do que você tá falando.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Finalmente, eu queria disso. Tem um final que eu faço todas essas paradinhas aqui. E eu tô querendo pegar ele também. Tem outro final nessa sala aqui, mas até agora eu não consegui pegar. Na verdade não é
I
bem
guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hallway. Here, with no distractions, to study room 417. Not to actually enter it. No. That would be far too forward. Stanley wanted to know it from the outside. To see it not just with his eyes, but with his heart. He would know room 417 as no man or woman had ever known an office before. That ladder over there. Oh, and that little picture of a horizon or something. It's all just a never-ending parade of joy for Stanley.
Boa noite, Camilão. Acho que acabou.
Ah, no, apparently not.
O que você disse, narrador?
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Assista.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think
No!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Completamente certo. Okay, let's go.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Esqueci dos computadores. Aqui, ó. delícia. Simbora.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Você senta numa cadeira.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Põe fé que já é. Não foi.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Tu é mal comigo, senhor.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Pô,
Do
realmente
it!
me
Do it!
prendeu aqui, que vacilão. Merda.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
E aí, Clay? Tô de boa e eu
All
sei.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Eu não lembro desse.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Errou meu.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Direita, esquerda, baixo, esquerda, direita. Acho que não funciona mais.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Meow.
We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay, from the top. This is all a spoiler. Quick,
Echo!
Stanley, close your eyes. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hakuna Matata. Tänne kaskai papirsair.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
Agora eu vou ser obediente só porque não adianta. Queria que tivesse como pular as coisas. Rock Lee. Brinks.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Eita.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so.
Sei lá, isso aqui me lembra muito Life is Strange, não sei porque tem nada a ver com Life is Strange, mas me lembra.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time, I have to restart. All All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Acho que tem 18.
No,
Finais.
I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Será que o computador liga depois que eu saio da sala?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Agora sim. Olha. Isso é muito bom. Ai, eu adoro. Entrando aqui também. Também. E acho que é incrível. Você não vai ver.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story?
Peguei a linha
Is any
errada.
of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley,
Acho que depois eu vou jogar
I'm
pouco.
ready for it.
Acho que não tem mais nenhum final que eu não tenha feito.
Oh,
Tem
no,
o do
not you
bebê de
again.
ficar 4 horas jogando, mas eu não vou ficar
I'd
4
also
horas
like to
jogando.
veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just
tem o
don't
da
acknowledge
janela
it,
também.
and we should be fine.
Mas acho que eu não vou conseguir. 7.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go,
Tem também
there
outro
must be
do
a
início
reverse
que eu
door
esqueci de
that
fazer.
leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Olha, eu fiz
It's
um
really how
recorde.
all
Da
this
primeira
goes?
vez que eu joguei isso aqui foi 17 mil.
Determined? So
Já
now,
então.
according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stops. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Nham, nham.
So,
E aí, Vitória?
okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Você colocou o link lá no grupo, agora colou.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ah, merda,
What
já
did it
perdi o
mean?
final.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard
Acho que ele
Stanley
notou
looked,
que eu
he
queria
couldn't
pular a
find a
janela e
trace
tirou
of
a
his
caixa dali.
co-workers.
Eu joguei esperto. Oi! Errei. Não funciona. Oi. Tá, tô indo. Só fazer um negócio aqui rapidão.
Pode tirar o Braganate.
É um jogo de escolhas.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial
Cada coisa
outcome
que você
fell
faz
under his
diferente,
responsibility? He had
meio
never been trained
que
for that. No.
vai fazendo a história, vai
This
montando a
couldn't go
história.
anywhere except badly.
Na verdade, ele é bem
Thinking aloud,
divertido.
Stanley thought to himself, "This will wait. Nothing will happen.
Obrigado, mano. É
Nothing will
nóis.
break me. In here I
Caso
can be happy forever. I will be happy." Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he
Oi.
waited long enough, the
Só minuto.
answers would come.
Só terminar
Eventually,
isso aqui eu já
someday,
vou.
they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's
Sabia não,
just a
tava de
little
graça.
bit closer.
Que pena, não peguei.
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Mas é isso aí, gente. Muito obrigada por ter assistido. É nóis que voa. Já vou desligar. Chegou minha janta.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Bye, bye.
What could it mean?
Esperar um pouquinho pra desligar.